Well, I didn't think I was going to come back on tonight, but I figured I'd show you guys the last of the woodwork on this. And I made these, but I'm going to remake them all. They go in here like so. So, so let's go here. Yo. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Terry. All right. So now I need a knife, which I probably won't be able to find because I never can find shit when I need it. I need to clean this bench off again. But finishing is always a difficult task. There it is. Now the thickness of this is 5/8, 5/8 on that, and 9/16 on this. So obviously I don't have any wood at 9/16 or 5/8 thick, so I've come up with another plan. Where I take these blocks like this, and we're going to split them down the middle here. Lost my longer ruler. Usually hanging right there. Okay, we'll use this one. Okie dokie, we now have all these pieces cut. We'd like to have them all approximately the same size. So I need to get some slow set super glue. Of course, it don't want to. Okay. That does it. This definitely will be the last video of the night. Three in one day. It's funny. Okay, it's one. Oh, you bitch. Oh, well, I have to sand it, I guess. Moved on me. Shifted. Mini toolbox. Oh, yeah. So that's the first one I got to take over to the disc sander to straighten out. We can make our pattern off of that one. What happened was I'm looking up at the TV screen and not paying attention to what I'm doing. An amazing amount of pressure to do what I'm doing under a microscope. Okay, let me clean this one up real quick. Damn. Not that big of a deal. This is just how I'm going to make these. Okay, now I need to taper it in two directions. I'll use this one because I already had it plotted out. Okay, give me a second on the sander and it'll be good to go. Of course, I did it wrong. Yet I need what a bummer. And that grain just wants to pull that pencil away from the ruler. Okay, there's that line. So I'm going to have to get that line and then mark that line. Okay, did take a second. Well, give me a second, guys. Okay. Now I can mark it. I got to do this 4 times. No, it turned out good. So we need to take a little bit of the height back on this. We'll do that by hand. It's too hard to hold this on the disc. Now, if you guys remember, I've told you to work everything from the datum line. And we're going to place these off the datum line. And I'll show you how to do that. little bit more. There it is. Let's see, or do we want it this way? Yeah, we want it this way. All right, that's the straight. Let's see here. That's the straight. That goes there, and this gets cut back this way. All right, how do you know how to get that on there straight? Well, you know by measuring. So from the datum line to the center of the horn is 3/8. The datum line right here (3/8). Needs to go farther back. Need a longer ruler. See, the straight is this side. And by doing it this way, you get a perfect center line because you're using the joint as a center line. So we're going to need the glue, which is no doubt clogged up. No doubt. There we go. We got it now. That's the, it goes on like so. I'm just tacking it on to make sure that we get it on there right, but I'm pretty confident that that's in the right spot. It's in the right spot, but it's a little thick. I'll be able to get it off. Oh, well, we'll just see what I can do with this sander here. Yeah, I'll be able to get it. Okay. Now there's a gap here, but all we're going to do is glue a piece of 3/8 onto this and then file it, sand it to shape. So we got a 64th gap between the two. Let me look at it, make sure it looks straight to me. It looks pretty good to me. Now, should I make a new one or will this one work? All right, we'll make a new one. We'll make a new one. Let me when in doubt, make a new one. So we need to do this first. Actually, do this first. So we got that. So it goes on like so. Actually, it goes on like so and like that. We'll just go through these back ones here. I won't do the front ones on camera. We'll just do the back, get the back one complete. Okay, give me a second. Okay, got that. Now I'll do this. My sander's walking all over the place. I don't know how it would have got out of balance. I got balsa boogers. Yeah. You couldn't see what I was doing. Okay. Okie dokie. I think I might have hit that one a little bit too much there. We'll see. There we go. Ah, shit. Nope, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Needs a little more. And let's see. This is the straight, the angle. There we go. Perfect. Now I need a little angle that direction. Yep. Okay, little tack. So that turned out pretty well. I might go ahead and glue them on permanent because they're good enough. Good enough. I don't know why I'm worried about that. It gets super filled. Little tiny gap there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Be definitely fine now. Now, when you're doing these, make sure you put carbon veil right here before you put the superfill in these fillets. Otherwise, they'll crack. You just wick some, put some carbon veil in there and then wick some CA on it. What? Okay, so now what comes next are the fillers. Hey, John. On the original first three, I don't. I'm trying to build some dope up to sand off. So now we need a piece to fill in for this. I don't know if this is thick enough or not. I'm not sure this is thick enough. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's try it like this. I'm just going to tack this on and then stand it to what I think is going to work. See what it looks like. I think I just screwed up. No, it should be okay. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to sand this. Shit. I did screw up. Crap. Only wood. We'll cut another piece. I'll just eyeball it instead of. You know, this piece feels awful hard. Get another piece. There we go. Lighter piece, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Eyeball and sand to shape. I prefer that every day of the week. That worked. Okay, I just had the saw in my hand. There it is. So this gets glued on here with a tack. Okay, that looks good. Of course, gotta jump on the floor. Why not? Okay, so that. I think it'd be more square if I sanded it. So hold on a second. And that is how I do bearings, flat bearings. Need some more taken off there. Try to get them lines parallel, because when I'm judging, I'm looking for it. A little bit more, but that's pretty damn good right there. Needs just a smidge more up there on the front. We'll get that. That way we got a perfect 16th gap all the way along there. Now, hopefully you can see why I papered first and then glued these on. I always do it that way. For the simple fact you'd have to stop the paper here, and it's just a pain in the butt. And don't forget, I'm gonna have to retissue this little spot right here too, because there's nothing on it. So I gotta do that. And that was sanded with 80. We'll get some I'll get some 180 320 on that, and then I'll get some dope on it. We're getting close. I mean, I should be doing fillets in the next, by Tuesday. I should be doing fillets on this thing. We're going to get some turnouts here. These will be 64th light ply. There'll be a round turnout in the front. Same with the wing. It'll be along this line right here. Maybe even use that size right there. A 1-inch circle, 2-inch on the leading edge of the wing. It just adds a little detail to the airplane, I think, you know. Of course, some guys like little tiny fillets too. But I'm a fat fender guy. I like fat fender cars. I don't like the new cars. They're boxy. It looks like a shoebox going down the road. The cars of the 30s and the 40s had the pizzazz. And what I'm trying to infer here is cars of the 50s, late 50s, when the Cadillacs had, you know, sweeping pins and all that. I was gonna try to do this tail sweeping back, but it looks stupid, so this is what we end up with. I need to sand some of that down on the bottom there. That's all right. I think I can sand. This is starting to come in pretty good, right in here. We'll start hitting it with 400 and getting it polished up so it looks like plastic, but it has a good feel to it. So before you put any color on the airplane has to look like it's made out of plastic. And then you put your first coat of paint on it and you go figuring out what you got to fix. Because a paint job is never finished, it's only abandoned. How much work do you want to do? Haven't got that. Got CA drip. Shit. Damn. That's not good. I'll have to fix that off camera. Okay, what happened? Let me show you what happened so you can see. When I CA'd this, a drip of CA went down here and migrated to the bottom. Don't try to sand this off because you'll dig a hole. You got to pick it off. You got most of it off. That ain't bad. This is a disaster here. There it is. Hear my alarm going off. Guys with them damn loud cars. Of course, I don't complain much. I used to do it when I was a kid. Can't feel it, so we got it. Okay, well, that's the hour. Maybe you guys figured out how to do these bearings. They add a little interest to the airplane. Just make sure that you got clearance, because I've seen guys at the field where them are rubbing. You cannot have it rubbing. You got to leave a little clearance for paint. Alrighty. Once again, like, subscribe, share. It's my dinner time. See you tomorrow. Fairwinds, tight lines. See you.